From Shimla, I took a 7-hour taxi ride to Missouri, where Laura and I had just visited on the first part of this trip. We stayed at Doma's Inn and scattered Sally's remaining ashes on Flag Hill. This time I was invited to stay in Woodstock School's Quad Guest Room number 3. While on campus, I enjoyed taking my meals in the lovely dining room where the students eat. Much different from our day, with boys on one side and girls on the other side, and the staff off eating by themselves. Currently, all eat together. Really, the campus had not changed a whole lot from 2017, when our class held our 50th reunion at Woodstock. I did a campus video tour at the time, which I will post at the end of this video for those wanting to see it. However, there were some changes. There was a new amphitheater located at the flagpole outside Parker Hall. Parker Hall was closed for the big renovation for which we are currently raising funds. I'm not sure I will get back to see its completion, but maybe. When visiting the campus in 2017, the Center for Imagination was brand new. It looked a little different this time. It had been remodeled after its foundation needed to be shorn up. One afternoon, Principal Craig Cook asked if I wanted to go down to Hanson Field to see the new bleachers. Having said yes, I enjoyed my first ride from school down to Hanson Field. The brand new bleachers on both sides of the field were amazing. The pavilion over the west side bleachers had been donated by the class of 1990. This, of course, leaves an opportunity for another class to donate one for the other side of the field. In appreciation for my year-round work on Woodstock School's in memoriam videos, the alumni office staff took me to Emily's at Rokeby for lunch. Each year, through the in memoriam slides that I create, we remember and celebrate the lives of all Woodstock students, staff, spouse, and parents who have passed away during the year. One morning I enjoyed visiting with the Center for Imagination staff. Afterwards, I was interviewed by 2 students for an article on alumni. The class of 2000 was on campus for their 25th reunion. The red carpet had been rolled out for them. There was food and there were gifts. And a reunion picture, of course, was a must. On the morning, all too soon, that I had to leave Woodstock, the quad was a buzz of activity. That night, I learned, was going to be Jazz Jam. The 9th graders were in charge of decorations. Posters were being painted. Tables were being adorned with darling table decorations. Each quadrangle post was being wrapped with colorful cloth. The stage in front of the quadrangle room, which was my kindergarten room, was getting decorated. The AV guys were doing sound checks. I was seriously sorry I could not stay, but was assured that Jazz Jam would be online later on. It was, and I watched. Here is some of what I saw and heard. Soon it was time to go head back down the hill to Dehradun to the train station to catch the evening Shatabdi to Delhi for my flight back to the United States. However, I had one last trip to take. I took a 2.5-hour taxi ride from Delhi to the Arpana Ashram and Hospital. I wanted to visit my Woodstock schoolmate Ann Robinson, sister of my classmate Ruth Robinson Turville. Ann has lived and served at the ashram since its founding in 1979. Woodstock schoolmate Vijay Dayal also serves at the ashram, so we had a mini Woodstock reunion. Ann took me on a tour of the campus with its brand new meditation center and a tour of the hospital. I was impressed to see that they were doing all of the things that our missionary parents had come to India to do years before. They were building hospitals and providing rural health care through mobile clinics. They were feeding and educating children and setting up programs to empower women. They were equipping farmers with improved methods of producing food. They were teaching handicrafts and providing help with sales in order to supplement family income, and much, much more. What a wonderful trip back to India after 8 years. Seeing friends from my childhood years in Bihar in central India, as well as meeting new ones. Seeing fabulous India with Laura, scattering Sally's remaining ashes on Flag Hill, visiting classmate Sudhir's wife Poonam and family, and touring Kolkata. Visiting the Bedis and seeing Chandigarh. Riding the amazing Himalayan Queen to Shimla, the summer capital of the British. Touching base with Woodstock, where I attended kindergarten through high school. I was born in these mountains and often consider them my spiritual home.